Special School Building Committee, I find that due to the state of the emergency declared by the governor as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, and in accordance with the governor's emergency order number 12 pursuant to Executive Order 2020-04, this public body is authorized to meet electronically. Please note that there is no physical location to observe and listen contemporaneously to this meeting, which was authorized pursuant to the governor's emergency order. However, in accordance with the emergency order, I'm confirming that we are providing public access to the meeting by telephone with additional access possibilities by video or other electronic means. To access Zoom, please refer to the agenda or the city's website for the meeting link. To join by phone, dial 1-929-205-6099. The meeting ID is 850-5684-0420 #. Password is 308-485 #. We're providing public notice of the necessary information for accessing the meeting. We have previously given notice to the public of the necessary information for accessing the meeting through public postings. Instructions have also been provided on the City of Nashua's website at www.nashuanh.gov and publicly noticed at City Hall and the Hunt Memorial Library. We're providing a mechanism for public to alert the public body during the meeting if there are problems with access. If anybody has a problem accessing the meeting via the phone or channel 99, please call 603-821-2049 and they will help you connect. And we will adjourn the meeting in the event that the public is not able to access the meeting via the methods mentioned above. Meeting will be adjourned and rescheduled. Please note that all votes are taken during the meeting are done by roll call vote. So we will start the meeting by calling the roll. Is Mr. Garino with us?
No, I don't see him yet.
Dish voice remote. Dish. Tuned in.
And all right, so I will call the roll. Somebody's got background noise.
Probably me. No, fix it.
Think about everything your taste.
Okay, so I'm here, Alderman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
and you have to mention, by the way,
All right. I am here. I'm alone in this room and I'm practicing social distancing.
okay, Alderman Clee,
I am here. I am practicing social distancing. My husband is in the house thereabout, and I can hear everything.
Alderman Lou,
I'm here. I'm practicing social distancing and I can hear you.
Alderman Wilshire,
I'm here. I am practicing social distancing and I can hear everyone. I am here alone.
Ms. Bishop. Oh, she's not.
I'm here. I'm also practicing social distancing. I'm not alone. I have children back there, but I can hear everybody and participate.
Mrs. Brown,
I'm here. I'm practicing social distancing and I am in the room with earbuds in.
Mrs. Giglio,
I'm here practicing social distancing and I am in the room alone.
Mr. Garino, and Ms. Raymond.
I'm here. I'm alone in the room now, and I am practicing social distancing.
Okay, and I can hear everyone, and I am practicing social distancing in accordance with the governor's orders. So we've called. If there are no objections, I'd like to take the meeting minutes of July 23rd, 2020, accept them and place them on file. So remarks by chairman very quickly. We have some orders to go through tonight. As soon as we'll have very brief comments from Harriman and Harvey on the status, and then we'll go through the orders very quickly. And that should be it. We have another meeting later in August to conduct more business. Mr. Dubois.
Good evening, Mr. Dowd. Could you check the
the meeting room. There's another gentleman from our office that was thinking of calling in tonight. Keith Kelly. I don't know if he's in the background or I don't see him present.
Let me
Just want to
see.
make sure he can get in.
13 participants. What's his name?
Keith Kelly. If he's not there, then fine, we'll move on.
I don't see him.
Okay, let's move on. Thank you for looking.
Yep. Okay. So things are going well. And Sean Smith is on vacation and Mr. Donovan's not with us, so there's no one, I don't believe, from the school administration that wants to speak. So items for discussion, approval of invoices. We're not going to have any invoices tonight. We have one, but we're going to hold it for the end of the month because it's not that critical. But the architect's report, Jamie from Harriman.
Thank you, Alderman Down. Yeah, so it hasn't been too many weeks, and just maybe a couple since we met last. But since then, we've been responding to RFIs and submittals on Fairgrounds and Pennachuck vestibule project. More recently, we've been starting to see some RFIs for the new middle school schematic design submission so that Harvey can continue their pricing efforts for that task. Just today, we met with the kitchen director for the Nashua School District and had a meeting on the new middle school kitchen layout. Went very well, positive. She was very excited to be part of that process and look through the plan and make recommendations. She was happy to hear that we've been following some of her previous recommendations that we had seen via email and other discussions. Our plan with that is to take another pass at the actual layout for the kitchen and then share that with her so that she can discuss that with the staff members in the kitchen that works in the kitchen. And then have another round of meetings with her to discuss what some of those outcomes might have come to. Just today, I sent out an email to request a meeting with the special ed director again, as well as the BCBAs that we had spoke about probably about a month ago. We're coming back around to that to have further discussion on that.
Okay.
I think that's kind of the summary of the past couple of weeks.
Any questions from anyone for Harriman? Alderman Lou?
Thank you. Sorry, just what BCBA? I didn't recognize that acronym.
Board Certified Behavioral Analyst, I believe is what that stands for.
Thank you. Great. Also, can I just ask, Jen, is it your birthday?
Say again?
No, it was my son's on Sunday, but we like to keep the house decorated.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, everyone's set now in Harriman. Before I get to Harvey, I want to say that all of the 13 orders that we're going to be approving tonight have been thoroughly reviewed by Sean and I, even though he's on vacation. And I've had a few questions that were all been answered by Ken, and if they come up, he's ready to answer them. So, but I think we're good to go. So, Ken, do you want to, or Carl, who's going to lead off for Harvey? You're on mute.
Sorry. Just as an update for everybody where we are. We just received yesterday approval to get going on the site work, which is great news, finally.
Yeah.
And that is without historic review because they can't get to it, but it took that long to get an answer to get approval to get moving. So we will be underway. If we haven't started already today, we'll be underway with site work, leading to foundations. Immediately, we'll be getting the foundations in the ground for the portables. And we have also started site work and the demolition, I believe, over at Pennachuck. So just a quick update from everybody on where we are.
Excellent. Yeah, the planning department and the city engineers have been doing their utmost to make sure this project stays on schedule.
They've all been great, honestly. Great to work with.
Okay. We're ready to go through.
The packages.
Okay, Ken?
Thank you, Alderman Dowd. Thanks for everybody for getting together tonight. It's going to be a huge help to the project. So just to follow up on the previous meetings, I'm going to run through the title of the package. I'll give you the number of bidders, the successful bidder's name, and we'll recognize if they were the low bidder. I'll also give a brief overview of what each package does. So if anyone has any questions, please feel free to stop me and I'll explain. So the first recommendation package we'll be going through tonight is the concrete flatwork package. This scope basically entails the concrete slabs, the sidewalks, the reinforcement, the rebar that is finished inside the concrete. We did have 2 bidders. We're recommending the low bid of Premier Concrete of Wilton, New Hampshire, in the value of $56,725.00.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve the concrete flat work to Premier Concrete Construction LLC of Wilton, New Hampshire, in the amount of $56,725.
So moved.
So moved by Mrs. Raymond.
No, that's Lori.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
Lori. I looked
Yeah,
up
it is
your
a lot
both.
cuter.
You're both right under each other. My screen. So anyway, okay. So are there any questions on that work order? Seeing none, I'll call the roll. I say yes. Alderman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
Alderman Clee,
Yes.
Alderman Lou,
Yes.
Alderman Wilshire, Mrs. Brown,
Yes.
Mrs. Bishop,
Yes.
Mrs. Giglio,
Yes.
and Mrs. Raymond.
Yes.
Okay, it's approved, and I am signing it as we speak. Okay, Ken?
Thank you. Next package we'll be going through is the masonry package. This covers the masonry, the reinforcing steel within the masonry, and the brick veneer. We did have 3 bidders for this project. We're recommending the low bid. That is George W. Pin Masonry of Plastow, New Hampshire, in the amount of $296,756.00.
Okay. I need a motion to authorize the approval of the contract for masonry to George W. Payne Masonry of Plastow, New Hampshire, in the amount of $296,756.
So moved.
All right, I'll give it to Linda. Linda Gathright. Okay, any questions on that work order? Seeing none, I'll call a roll. I agree. Alderman Harriet Gathright. Alderman Gathright, yes.
I'm sorry. What was that?
We're voting, yes.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yes.
Okay, Alderman Clee,
Yes.
Alderman Lou. Alderman Lou,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
okay. Alderman Wilshire,
Yes.
Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Bishop rather,
Yes.
Mrs. Brown,
Yes.
Mrs. Giglio,
Yes.
and Mrs. Raymond.
Yes.
That is approved. Ken?
Thank you. The next package is the miscellaneous metals package. The scope of this work is the support framing for the rooftop items, steel lintels for all building openings within masonry and other framing. We received 2 bidders for this scope. We are recommending the low bid. It's Empire Sheet Metal of Manchester, New Hampshire, in the amount of $10,525.00.
Okay, I'll need a motion to approve the miscellaneous metals contract to Empire Sheet Metal of Manchester, New Hampshire, in the amount of $10,525.
So moved.
So moved by Alderman Clee. Are there any questions or concerns about this work order? Alderman, Mrs. Raymond?
I'm just curious, this is for metal studs or something else?
This is for the metal framing that goes within any spanned opening within the masonry or brick. So
Okay,
the front opening of the building, any support framing that goes for the mechanical equipment on the rooftop.
okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Anyone
I saw
else?
Carl shaking his head too.
Anyone else? Okay, I'll call the roll. I approve. Alderman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
Alderman Clee,
Yes.
Alderman Lou,
Yes.
Alderman Wiltshire,
Yes.
Mrs. Bishop,
Yes.
Mrs. Brown,
Yes.
Ms. Giglio,
Yes.
Mrs. Raymond.
Yes.
Okay, that's authorized. Ken?
Thank you. The next package we'll be reviewing is the Millwork Package. This is for the architectural casework, the finished carpentry, any exposed finished woodwork, student workstations, the acoustic wall panels that'll be going in the gym, the music room, the mechanical rooms to help keep those spaces quiet. We did have 3 bids for this scope of work. We're recommending the low bid, and that is Aubin Woodworking of Bow, New Hampshire, for the amount of $506,304.00.
Okay, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the contract on millwork to Aubin Woodworking Inc. of Bow, New Hampshire, and the amount is $506,304. And by the way, the work order went through and showed a number of where it's going, so. Oh, Mr. Greeno arrived.
So moved.
Okay, so that was Mrs. Bishop. Okay, so Mr. Greeno, are you ready to call a roll on a vote for the millwork?
A question?
Oh, a question, Alderman Lou?
Thank you. I just don't see, I'm looking at the agenda and can you just help me? This is Aubin Woodwork. I just don't see them. Is that ACC? Or I may not have an updated agenda.
I think this was the updated agenda that was sent out.
Okay, all right, all right.
It was a pretty, we were waiting for some price. Yeah.
Then could you give me again the figure?
It's $506,304.
Thank you.
It's an extensive amount of material. Any other questions?
And it's for?
Fairgrounds. And you want to explain it again, Ken?
Sure. This is for all the architectural casework, the finished carpentry, the student workstations, and the acoustic wall panels that'll be in the music room and the mechanical rooms.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And it's all listed in the work order is, and there's even pictures of some of the stuff that getting bought.
Great. I think I missed that. Thank you.
All right. Mrs. Raymond?
Well, I was just going to say for reference in our packet that was sent out today or yesterday, it's it starts on page 133.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, that was the updated package. So this one was added.
it's a very large
Lee?
package.
You're on mute.
Sorry, I was hitting the wrong button. I was turning the video on and off. Just for reference, on the city's website, we do not have the updated version for the public. So this didn't make it into the updated version of the agenda on the city's website, just so that the public knows that. And I just had one quick question. This is separate from the 09B, which I assume is going to be the next one, the acoustical ceilings. this was not wrapped into that one, right? It's a completely separate, right? So the acoustical ceilings are different than some of the acoustical panels that will be part of the one that the $506,000 that we're voting on now. Is that correct? Okay, thank you. I just wanted to clarify that.
And welcome to the esteemed Gloria Timmons. Hello, Gloria. Okay. So I believe we've had the motion. Now, Mr. Green, are you ready to call the vote?
Sure. I may not be in exact order, but I'm going to try. Alderman Dowd,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
Alderwoman Clee,
Yes.
Alderwoman Lou,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilshire,
Yes.
Ms. Brown. Ms. Brown, I thought I saw
I
her.
think she left. Yeah.
Okay.
She said that she was having some technical difficulties with her internet.
Okay. Ms. Bishop,
Yes.
Ms. Raymond,
Yes.
Ms. Gilio,
Yes.
and Mr. Garino votes yes.
All right, that's approved. Ken?
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Okay, thank you. The next package we'll be running through is the metal panel. This is the metal panel system located at the exterior of the building, mainly at the front area, the rain screen at the canopy, the new entrance. We did receive 3 bids for this, and we're recommending the low bid to Facades Incorporated of Hampstead, New Hampshire, in the amount of $19,600.00.
Okay, I'd like to entertain a motion to award the contract for metal panel to Facades of Hampstead, New Hampshire, in the amount of $19,600.
So moved.
So moved by Alderman Gottfried. Okay, are there any questions or concerns on this work order? Nope, seeing none. Mr. Garino, would you please call the roll?
Okay, on the motion, Alderman Dowd,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright,
Yes. Yes.
Alderwoman Clee,
Yes.
Alderwoman Lou,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilshire,
Yes.
Ms. Bishop,
Yes.
Ms. Raymond,
Yes.
Ms. Gilio,
Yes.
and Mr. Garino votes yes. Did I leave anyone out? I think I got everyone. Oh, Ms. Raymond. I got Ms. Raymond. Okay.
By the way, the majority of these are under the original estimates of costs, so we're doing well at Fairgrounds. Ken?
Thank you. The next package is the air vapor barrier, damp proofing, and caulking. This is the scope of this is to basically what keeps your building dry. This is the bituminous asphalt that goes on the exterior of the foundation, and all the exterior caulking that you'll see on the outside of the building at the masonry joints and between the any metal and metal work at the outside. We did receive 2 bids for this, and we're recommending the low bid to Associated Concrete Coating of Manchester, New Hampshire, in the amount of $30,650.00.
Okay, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the contract on the air barrier damping and caulking to Associate Concrete Coating of Manchester, New Hampshire, in the amount of $30,650.
So moved.
Who said that? Okay, Mrs. Raymond. All right. Any questions on this order? Everybody knows what that work is, and you'll get to see it pretty soon, but it's like caulking around the outside of your windows in your house. It's much more of it. Okay, so there are no questions. Mr. Greeno, would you call the roll?
Okay, on the motion, Alderman Dowd,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
Alderwoman Clee,
Yes.
Alderwoman Lou,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilshire,
Yes.
Ms. Bishop,
Yes.
Ms. Raymond,
Yes.
Ms. Leo,
Yes.
and Ms. Reno votes yes. Motion carries 9-0.
Thank you. Ken?
Thank you. The next package, this is the acoustical ceiling tiles package that was mentioned earlier. This is to furnish and install all the acoustical drop-in ceilings and grid. We did receive 3 bids for this scope of work. We're recommending the low bid to Dividers Plus of Bedford, New Hampshire in the amount of $32,000.00.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve the acoustical ceiling tiles contract to Dividers Plus Inc. of Bedford, New Hampshire in the amount of $32,000.
So moved.
So moved by Mrs. Raymond. Any questions or concerns on ceiling tiles? Wait till we get to new school and you see that bid for ceiling tiles.
When we get to what?
What?
When we get to what?
The new school.
Oh, okay.
This is
Yeah.
only a small area compared to that.
Right.
Okay. Mr. Greeno, would you call the roll?
Okay, on the motion, Alderman Dowd,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
Alderwoman Clee,
Yes.
Alderwoman Lou,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilshire,
Yes.
Ms. Bishop,
Yeah.
Ms. Brown, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Raymond,
Yes.
Ms. Gilio,
Yes.
Mr. Marino votes yes. Motion carries 10-0.
All right. Ken?
Thank you. The next package that we're reviewing is the resilient flooring and tiling package. The scope in this bid package is all the resilient flooring, the floor and wall tile throughout the building, carpeting, the wall base, and the entry mat at the main entrance. We did receive 4 bids for this bid package. We're recommending Gorman Thomas of Manchester. They are the low bid for the value of $162,888.00.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve the contract resilient flooring and for resilient flooring and tiling to Gorham Thomas Inc. of Manchester, New Hampshire in the amount of $162,880.
So moved.
Mrs. Raymond. Okay, any questions on this? Alderman Clee and then Alderman Lou.
Thank you. Oh, never mind. I just answered my own question. I saw what it, thank you so much. Sorry
Love it when
for
that
indulging me.
That was an easy one.
Alderman Lou?
Could you just explain or briefly tell me what resilient means in that term?
All the rubber flooring. It's a fancy way to say rubber flooring.
It's the flooring that will last when you get 800 kids running over it every day.
Okay, because
Hopefully we get there soon.
Typically in the hallways, the main traffic areas, that's where this type of flooring will be.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Also includes the carpet tile, right, in the offices and places?
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so it's just like high traffic and.
Yeah, and there's a diagram in the order of all the places it's going. It's extensive.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions? Mrs. Raymond?
Is this to match the tile that's already there? Like as far as like color and style, will it kind of match?
Jamie, do you want to?
Yes, thank you. In some areas, we're going to match where we're butting into stuff that's meant to match or is going to look different. But at Fairgrounds, we actually are redoing all the corridors, so the corridor colors are changing. And when I say we're in the areas that we're trying to match, those tiles don't exist anymore. So you match as close as you can. So that's why we're doing all new corridors. So there'll be a consistent color throughout, and then the carpet areas are all new carpet. So there's not much matching, but it's goes with the color theme that's already there, and that we're replacing, the new color scheme in some areas as well.
When you don't replace tile for 20, 30 years, you have to go with new stuff.
Often it's within just a couple of years, sometimes actually, but
you still can't match it in 2 years. Things change. Any other questions on this work order? Not seeing any. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Okay, on the motion, Alderman Dowd,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
Alderwoman Clee,
Yes.
Alderwoman Lou,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilshire,
Yes.
Ms. Brown. Ms. Brown. I don't
You
see
lost
her.
her again.
I think we lost her again. Okay. Ms. Bishop,
Yes.
Ms. Raymond,
Yes.
Ms. Gilio,
Yes.
and Mr. Guarino votes yes. Motion carries 9-0.
Okay, Ken?
Okay, thank you. The next package is the locker package. This is to furnish and install all of the lockers throughout the school, the double tier lockers. We did receive 3 bids for this. We're recommending the low bid to J. Solis Lockers of Woburn, Mass. in the amount of $109,945.00.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion to buy the lockers for the Fairgrounds School to J. Solis Lockers of Woburn, Mass. in the amount of $109,945. Mrs. Raymond?
So moved.
Okay, by the way, I had checked with Ken before this. They will fit a backpack. They're 15 inches wide, 12 inches deep, 32 inches,
36.
36. I was
Almost.
Yeah. So the old lockers that have been in the middle schools, you couldn't get a paper bag lunch in. So
Nice.
anyway, Mrs. Raymond.
Thank you. That was my first question. My second question is, what happens with the old lockers?
We have been trying to give them to other departments in the city of Nashua, including the school department, and nobody wants them. So they all want new lockers, actually. So police, fire, public works, they all want new lockers. We are going to offer them to nonprofit organizations that would like them. The ones that are still good, the others were just trashing.
Right. I'm wondering if someplace like the Arlington Community Center or, the Boys and Girls Club or PAL could use them.
They've all been offered.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much.
Yep. And
Alderwoman Harry Gathright is shaking her head at me that no, nobody wants them.
you're on mute. Oh, Alderman Gathright.
I was saying exactly.
Yeah. Also, I talked to Ken. We're going to try, if we can, to get a sample. One thing I didn't notice, Ken, did we specify a color yet? I know that they have options.
Yeah, I think they are looking at the backup. They are all powder coat finishes, so that'll be something that's selected during the submittal process with Jamie and with the town's input.
Okay. So I figured that the Board of Education would like to get a look at the lockers before we start installing them. Having been on the board, I know we did that to high school. Carl can appreciate that. We looked at everything. Okay, Jamie, did you have something?
I was just going to say that we have a color selection noted in our drawings. Final selection always happens during submittals, but it goes in conjunction with the color scheme around the building. It's nothing too vibrant. It's a natural neutral color. And also, I was going to mention that they're double stacked lockers now, which they weren't in fairgrounds before. And we account for handicap accessible lockers all around the building. I think can't quote me on this, but I think it was 5% of all lockers are required to be ADA. So it's quite a few in there out of 800 lockers.
Also, the tops are slanted for easy dusting. Any other questions, Mrs. Raymond?
Sorry, I'm back. So before in fairgrounds, the lockers were low and they formed like a kind of a countertop around like a central So now if they're going to be double stacked, that's 6 feet-ish. Are they going against the walls now, or are they still going to be like in that space? I don't remember, and I don't have
Yeah,
my picture. in front of me.
I think we had showed some images, maybe a couple months now, where we've relocated them into some alcoves against the walls. And a lot of them are in the 90s edition already. That actually was a tall wall they were already against, and we're double stacking them there to help get the counts, to pull them out of that center core area that we're now using as a collaboration space.
Okay.
But yes, they're against walls now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the collaboration spaces are part of the middle school concept. So they had that space at one time, then they filled it with lockers and countertops, and it didn't work anymore. So we're getting back to that open space in those areas. Any other questions? None? Mr. Greeno, would you please call the roll?
Okay, on the motion, Alderman Dowd,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
Alderwoman Clee,
Yes.
Alderwoman Lou,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilshire.
Yes.
Ms. Brown has not joined us. Ms. Bishop,
Yes.
Ms. Raymond,
Yes?
Ms. Gilio,
Yes.
and Mr. Guarino votes yes. Motion carries 9-0.
Okay. Ken?
Thank you. The package we'll be reviewing is the visual display boards and display case package. This scope includes all marker boards, tack boards, and it does include 3 display cases. There were 2 bids received for this, and we're recommending the lowest and most complete bid to New England Interior Specialties Incorporated of Norfolk, Mass. for $44,070.00.
Okay, I'd like to entertain a motion to award the contract on visual display boards to New England Interior Specialties, Inc. of Norfolk, Mass. in the amount of $44,070.
So,
Mrs. Raymond? Okay. Any questions on this? Alderman Clee?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have a question. I was the agenda's a little kind of some of the pages aren't in the right order, but there on your sheet, the bid package for the visual display, it actually shows 3 bidders. One does say incomplete, and the other one is MHS. And I did find a sheet for MHS. It looked like it was kind of in with the locker. I shouldn't say that. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't with the locker. It was after this page. And I'm just, it does look like they have something there. Is it? I'm trying to pull it up here.
Yeah, a lot of these contractors provide a lot of the same items, and they combine their bids together for specialty lockers, etc. So a lot of times they'll only submit certain items for certain packages. So for this particular bid, MHS, they did submit a portion, but not the complete scope that we were looking for this package.
Okay, so the New England Interior Specialties, it appears they're the only ones that actually completed the bidding process with all the information. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Any other questions? Seeing none, Mr. Greeno?
Okay, on the motion, Alderman Dowd,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
Alderwoman Clee,
Yes.
Alderwoman Lou,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilshire,
Yes.
Ms. Bishop,
Yes.
Ms. Raymond,
yes.
Ms. Gilio,
Yes.
Mr. Guarino votes yes. Motion carries 9-0.
All right. Ken?
Could I go back and ask a question about that?
Sure.
Sorry to delay, but how many marker boards, tack boards are being provided for 44,000? I should have asked this before the vote, but
Yeah, they're under specialty services. They're all, the quantities are listed on the bid. And Ken,
Yes.
you want to address that?
Yeah, I can address that. So if you look at the New England Interior Specialties bid, they're all listed and broken out. So this is for the furnish and install and delivery. So there are 20 marker boards, and there are 20 marker boards at a certain dimension, 11 marker boards at a certain dimension, and 18 marker boards at a certain dimension, and they all go in at a specified location by Harriman. There are 17 total tack boards, and there are 3 marker skin boards that are laser cut. So these are all specified within the drawings, and they're located in miscellaneous areas around the room.
I apologize. I did not do a good job of reviewing, but a marker board is with to mark with a pen, and a tack board is to attach something with okay. All right, thank you.
Yep. All right. Ken?
That was okay. So we're recommending New England Interior Specialties. So we're all set with this one.
Yeah, we just voted on that, right?
Okay,
Yep.
thank you. Okay, the next package is the gym equipment package. This is for the scope of work that entails all the basketball hoops, the volleyball equipment, the sleeves, the divider curtain in the gym, and the padding that goes around the gym. We did receive 2 bids for this, and the low bid is being recommended to Robert H. Lord Company of Manchester, Connecticut, for the amount of $54,846.00.
I'd like to entertain a motion to award the contract for the gym equipment to Robert H. Lord Company of Manchester, Connecticut, in the amount of $54,846.
So moved.
So moved by Mrs. Giglio. And any questions? By the way, this has been coordinated with the athletic director. Is that your question, Mrs. Raymond?
That was part of the question. So I saw that we can reuse the wall pads, but there was nothing else that could be reused. Is that correct?
Ken?
That is correct.
You know, again, all that was coordinated with the athletic director and the school.
Okay. Well, what Ms. Jingers thinks is probably the exact right thing. So
As long as we keep her within budget. Okay, any other questions on this? Seeing none, Mr. Guarino.
Okay, on the motion, Alderman Dowd,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
Alderwoman Clee,
Yes.
Alderwoman Lou,
Yes. Yes.
Alderwoman Wilshire,
Yes.
Ms. Bishop,
Yes.
Ms. Raymond,
yes.
Ms. Gilio,
Yes.
Ms. Guarino votes yes. Motion carries 9-0.
All right. And the last and final, and the most complicated, Ken.
We do have 2 more.
2
This is the window shades.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yep, you 2 more.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
This is for the window shades and the window treatments throughout the building. We have 4 bids for this, and we're recommending the low bidder. That is DWC Designs Incorporated of Hudson, New Hampshire, in the amount of $9,648.00.
All right, so I'll entertain a motion to award the contract for shades.
So moved.
I haven't done yet. DWC Designs Inc. of Hudson, New Hampshire, in the amount of $9,648. Is that Mrs. Bishop? Who
No,
was
it's
that?
Linda. So moved.
Alderman Gothright. Okay. And we're replacing a significant number of these shades. So any questions? Again, this is another item that probably gets replaced every 20, 30 years, whether they need it or not. Just if you've ever seen school shades, they're not in good shape. So any other questions or concerns on this? If not, Mr. Greeno, please call a roll.
Okay, on the motion, Alderman Dowd,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
Alderwoman Clee,
Yes.
Alderwoman Lou,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilshire,
Yes.
Ms. Bishop,
Yeah.
Ms. Raymond,
Yes.
Ms. Gilio,
Yes.
and Mr. Guarino votes yes. Motion carries 9-0.
Okay, Ken, now we get to the complicated one. Not really complicated, but go ahead.
Okay, this is for probably our most important subcontractor. This is the electrician, the fire alarm, communications and security package. There were 3 bids submitted for this. We're recommending the low bidder. There are, Alderman Dowd, would you like me to run through the listed alternates?
Yes.
Okay.
And the recommendation.
Okay. The recommendation, so add alternate number 1 is, this was recommended, this is being recommended by Harvey Construction. This is to use Liberty Electric, the recommended bidder, as the fire alarm vendor. This is will afford the town of Nashua with a credit deduct value of $24,100.00 if accepted.
Okay.
Add alternate, would you like me to run through them all?
And let's run through them all first, and then we'll go back.
Okay, and then we can I can answer any questions. Add alternate number 2. This was a client request by the plant operations team to change all Cat 6A cabling to Cat 6E cabling. This is affording the town a deduct value of $15,420 if accepted. This is also being recommended by Harvey Construction. The last add alternate number 3. This is a client request by the town IT department to upgrade the fiber cabling between the IT closets. This will basically, it's changing a fiber cable that is better used for larger networks such as a school or a larger building. And this is an added value of $14,835.00.
So these alternates have been reviewed by Sean and myself and the school and the city IT department, and we would like to recommend the approval of all 3 alternates. Are there any questions on that part of this? Alderman Clee? You turned yourself off.
I know. Buttons are too close together today. It's not so much a question. I looked at all of these, and considering that they came from the stakeholders, the ones that are going to be needing them and so on, I think it's a good idea for us to go with all 3 of them. It actually brings the price down below the $959,100 to $934,415 if we go with all 3 based on the 2 deducted values and then the add value. So I strongly recommend these.
Does anyone have any concerns about not approving all 3 of these alternatives? Seeing none? Okay. Ken, you want to continue?
Sure.
With all the alternatives will be accepted.
With all 3 values, with all 3 add alternates being approved, the total contract value being recommended is $934,415 to Liberty Electric of Salem, New Hampshire.
Okay, I'd like to entertain a motion to award the electrical work to Liberty Electronic Inc. of Salem, New Hampshire in the amount of $934,415.
So moved.
So moved by Alderman Wilshire. Okay, any questions or concerns about this work?
Yes,
Alderman Lou?
thank you. The add alternative, is that an increase to the original plan?
No, it's a change to the plan, but it's a lower price and a better quality product. And that's why it was recommended by the IT department. You get a better end result with less cost. Can't lose doing.
Thank you. I apologize. The terminology, and sometimes I get hung up on this, but add alternative, is that just is add to have an alternative to what our original plan was? I'm hung up on the word add.
Jamie, do you have anything that, Carl?
No, she's correct. I mean, when it says, for example, on alternate 1 is a deduct value, in other words, saving money. Alternate number 3 is a request to upgrade the fiber to a larger handling piece of glass that can handle more information in certain seconds. So that is an added cost as reflected and requested by the city IT department.
By the way, from the meeting that the Board of Education had last night, I'm sure you can appreciate the fact that you want to be handling more data. And you should be all nodding because I watched the meeting.
Well,
I asked Carl.
There, but the add alternative is an alternative that will add a cost. And the deduct something, the deduct, what was that? There was a lot of terms thrown out.
A deduct value, in other words, let's take alternate number 1. Let's go back on alternate number 1. Rather than using a specified vendor that the city has used in the past, Liberty Electric can do this fire alarm work themselves at a cheaper cost of $24,100. Nothing's substituted, nothing's changed. It's all the same work. It's just they're going to take it on themselves rather than sub that work out to a third party. It worked on 2, or I think it's 2, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 3 of the elementary schools, and they're very familiar with what the fire alarm system requirements are that the fire department has requested. So we feel very comfortable putting it forward as a cost-saving alternative rather than utilizing a firm that's strictly all they do.
Okay.
A lot of electricians will, a lot of big electrical firms have the ability to do their own fire alarm. They also have the ability to do their own data and security work too sometimes.
So the add alternative is to slightly add some functionality, and the what was the second term?
The deduct alternative would be to make a substitution. The substitution here is within the firm that's doing it, not the scope of work. So the firm, the electrical contractor, will take this work on himself rather than hiring a subcontractor that's all they do. And a cheaper value to the city.
We're getting the same work done by the contractor we prefer. That's done at all the other schools.
And just to close out, the add value for the upgrade in the fiber cable, that's strictly more glass in order to push more information in a faster sense.
Okay.
Thank you.
Raymond, did you have something? I see Mr. Parker has joined us. Yes, Alderman Clee, did you have something?
Yeah, I just wanted to add the comment that overall this is coming in lower than what we had the bid had expected at 959,000. It's coming in at 934,000 because of the 2 deducts, and even putting that extra add, upgrading the fiber cabling, we're still coming below what the original bid was. So this is a good thing. Thank you.
This is Giglio. No? Anyone else?
I just want to say hi. I had a problem with my computer getting in. Anthony Parker. Hello, everybody. So I'm just getting in, so forgive me. And so if I ask you, what does that mean? Please don't be mad at me. I wasn't here. I was trying to get in. So
No.
there you go.
And welcome to the school district.
Thank you.
He is the new assistant superintendent, correct?
Yep.
For middle and
Middle and high, secondary. Yep.
And
12 days in.
yes,
12 days in, not even 2 weeks. So
Sean,
you got to
Sean-
give me a pass. You got to give me a pass, whatever I say.
Sean Smith and I are going to set up a meeting with you as soon as he gets back from vacation.
All right. All right.
All right. Any other, Carl?
Yeah, just to close out for anybody that obviously has a fiduciary responsibility of this thing, these terms come off our tongue like speaking another language. So honestly, do not feel embarrassed. If there's something that you do not know, there's something that you do not understand, I'm more than willing to take the extra time to explain it to you so you have a full understanding. If you were to get asked by a constituent or something like that, we'd be happy to give you the education in terms of what it means. Or once you visit the site, we'll be having some site visits there coming up. If there's something that you don't understand, something that you don't see, please ask the question. And I guarantee you'll all be construction experts by the end of these 3 schools.
Hopefully. Yeah. Any other questions or concerns on this particular work order contract? Again, last night, the Board of Ed had a meeting and they were talking with their IT director who was telling them about the added bandwidth as things needed for data because of the remote learning. So this is a good thing. All right. All right. Would the clerk please call the roll?
On the motion, Alderman Dowd,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
Alderwoman Clee,
Yes.
Alderwoman Lou,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilshire,
Yes.
Ms. Bishop,
Yes.
Ms. Raymond,
Yes.
Ms. Gilio,
Yes.
Mr. Guarino votes yes. Motion carries 9-0.
Excellent. So that takes care of the work orders, correct, Ken?
Correct. Thank you, everybody. I
All
appreciate
right.
your time.
And you'll start seeing dirt and shovels flying now, even more so than before. Have comments by committee members? Is there anyone that would like to make any comments? No? I just want to say that I did watch the Board of Ed meeting last night, and you have a very challenging task, and I think you've got a really good start. Again, I just want to go on the record. I think I mentioned it before to some of you that I was really impressed with your 2 student members who provided excellent input, and you should be very proud of them. But not an easy thing to solve, as you can see by the fact that if there are 700 school districts in the country, there's 700 different approaches right now. So good luck in coming up with that answer. Anyone else? We don't need a non-public. Do I hear a motion? Oh, Mrs. Raymond?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion is to adjourn. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Okay, on the motion to adjourn, Alderman Dowd,
Yes.
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright,
Yes.
Alderwoman Clee,
Yes.
Alderwoman Lou,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilshire,
Yes.
Ms. Bishop,
Yes.
Ms. Raymond,
Yes.
Ms. Gilio,
Yes.
Mr. Guarino votes yes. Motion carries 9-0.
All right, and we're adjourned at 7:59 p.m., almost 8. Again, thank you all for coming out for the meeting tonight to get this work moved along, and we will be having another joint special later in the month, and we'll have more of an update on the schools. All right, so thank you, everybody. Stay safe. Hopefully the storm doesn't do anything here, so.